Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
I'm Jerry Byrne, Irish Radio it is. Over the months of lockdown and COVID and all the rest of it, I've been speaking to some of the great, the good, the talented, and some superb acts in Irish entertainment. I'm delighted to say hello to a gentleman who's been a busy lad entertaining for quite a while, and needless to say, it's all come to a crushing end. He's released a number of songs that had quite a lot of success, a lot of airplay indeed with them. Based in Cavan, I'm delighted to say hello to Brendan Jermyn. Brendan, how are you?
I'm not too bad, Jerry, and yourself?
Not bad at all. Surviving away with the way things are, and if you're doing that, I think we're doing well.
Absolutely, but you're looking at hard times for everybody, but as long as we're keeping safe, that's the main thing.
Indeed it is. Tell me this, Brendan, how did you become involved in music?
Well, I became involved in music kind of accidentally back in 2010, I think it was. Now, I've always played a bit of music. I always had a guitar here, and I tricked about with it. But I never actually got out and started gigging. And there was a talent competition here in Cavan, and I was asked to go into it as a bet. So I went into it, and I got slightly forward, and I thought I was going to get. I came runner up in it. So that was the kick up the backside that I needed to get out and start gigging.
Right, excellent stuff. Fair play. I mean, you from that. I mean, it's you've had astounding success. I mean, you were a very busy lad. You were getting some, as well as been busy, you're getting some superb work and superb recognition.
Yeah, well, and again, I was kind of late to start getting into the country music scene. I kind of got into that around 2014, 2015, and I kind of fell in love with it. It wouldn't have been my genre of choice at the time, but it grew on me fairly fast, especially all the old American country, the likes of Merle Haggard and George Jones, Alan Jackson. They had been big inspirations for me.
Right, and you definitely have, you definitely were doing up until the lockdown and all the rest of it, Brendan. You were doing a huge amount of work.
Oh, crazy! So I was kicking gigs out of my way, to be honest with you, which was a great complaint. I was out, I suppose, about 4 nights a week, doing some pretty good gigs. I used to have a regular gig there at the Monday Club in the Ardboyne on a Monday night. I used to open the show for the big bands there. So you had Robert Mazzell, you had the whole lot of them, Mike Denver. Every other week I was there before. I used to play for an hour and a half before them. And I also had a nice gig over in the Shearwater in Ballinasloe as well, which is a fantastic venue. It holds about 600 people. And I used to do the warm-up act in there as well, which was a great gig. It was great for the profile,
Indeed so. Absolutely superb stuff. And, you were, it was incredible success, I think, for you in a very short time.
Oh, yeah, well, I suppose in the last 2 years, really, I kind of hit the ground running, especially when I started releasing some of the stuff that I recorded. That's when you get a bit of airplay on the local stations over here, it opens a few more doors for you.
Yes, I mean, you some cracking. You recorded and released some cracking tracks like it's good to be back home, which was a song actually was originally given to you a couple of years ago, I believe.
It was by a guy. He's a folk singer called Davy Fiore. Now people do get mixed up when I say that. They think it's Davy Fiore from the Arkins, but it's not. It's another Davy Fiore. And if you look at his stuff there on YouTube, he's a fantastic singer-songwriter. And the song was kind of how would I explain it? It was like it was a different. It wasn't the tempo that I have it at. Isn't the way he had it written. You can see the original of it there on YouTube. If you look it up, he's a fantastic video for it as well. But I go to a guy called Martin Quinn in Jam Studios in Kells in County Meath there, and that's where I get all my studio work done. And it was him that put me in contact with Davey. But I think Martin's a fantastic producer, and he done a great job on the song. And you'd have the like of Charlie Arkins there playing fiddle on it, and a few of those other lads. Big names in the country scene he uses for studio sessions, so it gets done properly. It costs a lot of money to record songs. People don't see that side of it. They think you just go into a studio and put your voice over something, and that's it. But that's not the case. I can tell you, it can be a costly affair.
Indeed so, yes. Actually, yesterday I spoke to the great Charlie Arkins, a fantastic musician.
Oh, he's out of this world, and he's such a nice guy to go along with it. Like, you could sit and talk to Charlie for hours, and he'll tell you some fantastic stories.
Yes.
He's been on the scene a long, long time. He's been there and done that and sold the T-shirt, so to speak.
Right, yes.
He was with Jimmy Buckley there for most of his career, and I'd say Jimmy'll miss him now that he's gone, you know.
Yes, indeed. He was telling me about that, about all of that. Fantastic, fantastic artist. And you were telling me before the interview, Brenda, that you wrote a song in lockdown.
I have a lovely foxtrot written. It's called "If There's a Jukebox in Heaven." So I'm just waiting to get into the studio now to get the finishing touches done on it and get it out. I don't know if I'm going to release it this side of Christmas, because it could get lost in all this COVID madness, you know. I like to kind of release my work as I'm working, because, you know, it tends to get you a bit of work back when you're on the circuit and you release something new. It opens a few more doors for you.
Yes, indeed. And as you say, it's kind of tricky. I know that there are people recording, but it makes it with the current situation, it does make it difficult to be able to operate, go into studios and record and all the rest of it.
Well, financially it does, because like at the moment I'm receiving self-employed. Because I'm self-employed, I'm entitled to the COVID payment. So that's my sole income at the minute.
Right. Which is not, it's needless to say, it's nothing near like what you could do, like if you were actually working. But
no. Look, I can get by on it, and I will get by on it. This will pass eventually. It'll just take its time, you know. Indeed. But we just have to sit tight, because if you go into a studio to record a song, you're talking €1,000 plus.
Yes. And
there was no problem doing that a couple of years ago, but we all have our belts tightened up a little bit at the minute.
Indeed so, because of with all of the situations, you can totally understand because of the whole situation and the way that the way that things are, and it's just sort of part of the way, unfortunately, that the way the cookie has crumbled at the moment, with the way things the way that things have gone with the whole COVID thing. It's something that in January none of us involved in music in any way, shape or form ever in our wildest dreams thought would ever happen.
Well, it's not only our industry, it's ripped out like hotels and pubs and restaurants, and as you know, we've had to close down again here. We were open for 3 weeks, but they've had to close back down again. It just literally pulled the rug out from under everybody. Indeed. Nobody's seen this coming, and it's one of these things that when I do get back out on the road gigging, I'll appreciate my crowds a lot more, and I'll appreciate my wallet a little bit more too. It was a big lesson to be learned.
Indeed so. That definitely is. I think it's something that Brenda, that people's perception of everything, I think, will have changed when we eventually come out the other side of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We definitely have more respect for our money anyway.
Indeed,
that's one thing for sure. Because I suppose we're all guilty of impulsive spending at times, and you'll think twice about it, because you don't know. This is a kick up the backside for everybody. Nobody's seen this coming, and I hope it never happens again. Well, not in my lifetime anyway.
Indeed so. No question about that. It's something that we could all do without. And the ironic thing is that before this, we all sort of thought that we had everything cracked, because we had penicillin, all the antibiotics, all the drugs, all the rest of it. We sort of thought we were. I think we thought possibly we were invincible.
Well, this is it, you see, and then I don't know. I suppose it is a bad thing that we have going on at the minute, but I don't think social media helps.
No,
because everybody's an epidemiologist or a scientist that's on there at the minute.
yes, indeed. It's there's certainly X amount anyway who are on there who appeared to, for some incredible reason, despite the fact that they have absolutely no scientific knowledge whatsoever, appear to actually be arguing with people who are professors and experts for years. The mind boggles at times. It really does.
Oh, but sure, look at these people. They won't understand what COVID is until it hits close to home. If somebody at home gets it, that's the big danger there when you're walking into something blind. None of us. This is an invisible disease that you can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't feel it until it gets a hold of you.
Yes, that is the thing. That unfortunately is, and that's the bottom. That is the absolute bottom line of it. Unfortunately, and that's the way that the cookie crumbles. But at least you've been doing some writing, and you've also been doing some Facebook Live performances as well while in the lockdowns and all the problems we've got.
Well, I was actually, would you believe it or not, the first person in Ireland to do the Facebook Live thing, because I'd done it on St. Patrick's night.
Wow.
And, we were literally only locked down a week before that, and I thought, geez, I wonder would I be fit to do something on St. Patrick's night. So I'm one of these people that doesn't like to do something unless I have a good sound coming out the other side, or, a lot of people you see do these Facebook Live gigs now. They don't know about this little piece of technology. But if you have any of your listeners are listening in now, I'd share it with them. I use what's called an iRig.
Right.
And it's basically it's just a little audio interface that comes out of your desk and into your recording device. Let it be your phone or your iPad, whatever you're recording with, and it just gives the sound coming from the desk. So you have everything nice and clear coming out on the other end, and it sounds good. But anyway, it took off from there, and I think it was 15 weeks, and then I kind of took a break from it. But I've done 2 or 3 since then, and now I'm going to do one every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m.
Excellent.
That's
fantastic. And what is that? Is it a little app that you're talking about, Brendan?
No, it's not. It's a piece of hardware where I'm using my mixing desk. I take a line out of the mixing desk and it goes into this little iRig and straight into the phone. So you're getting the direct sound from the mixing desk into the phone.
Oh, okay.
Whereas a lot of people would be recording, you'd be picking up their speakers, and to me that just doesn't give you a good listening experience on the other side.
Right. Excellent stuff. Yeah, excellent stuff. I'll have to say, you did have superb sound on it, so well done on that. Good stuff indeed. And listen, fair play on on all you're doing, and on the doing the Facebook Lives, and to be the first to do the Facebook Live on that St. Patrick's night when Ireland had that stage lockdown. Well done on that. Brendan, listen, it's been lovely to talk to you, and listen, wishing you all the luck in the world on it, and stay safe and stay healthy, and listen, I hope to see you in action when when it's as soon as it's safe to do so.
Well, please God, Jerry, and I hope you and yours are keeping safe, and all your listeners are keeping safe as well. And just a little message, tell them to sit tight, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we will get through this. It might take a little longer than we expected, but there's light at the end of the tunnel.